everyone. Welcome to March Makes 2024. Now, see this outfit I'm wearing? This outfit is about as exciting as dry toast. And that seems to be the problem with this video in my mind. The clothes are not that exciting. They're just clothes. They're just utilitarian. There's nothing I'm really jumping up and down over. And yet, I'm going to wear them all because they're very practical. So, I debated, do I do a video? Plus, you know, I don't tend to get a whole lot of sewing done because I tend toward laziness. And March Madness is this month. And so, oh my gosh, I don't even have that much to show you. Should I be doing this? Maybe not. Maybe not. But you know, I want to try and hit every month this year. Woo! I don't know. This month was a bit of a challenge. This unexciting outfit, I have shorts from Kwik Sew 3614. I like this pattern. This is actually a very pale yellow cotton. It has texture to it. We've got pockets. I kind of like the Bermuda length. My t-shirt, I made a bit of an error and used a pattern for wovens. And this is definitely a stretch t-shirt. So it came out just fine. 2496 by Kwik Sew. It's a bit oversized, so I went way down. I think I might have cut an extra small. I believe they wanted me to put facings in this, and I did not do that. I just measured for a neck binding. They wanted to have a little closure in the back, but of course this was drafted for wovens. I didn't realize that when I grabbed it. Is it warm shorts weather outside? No, it is not. It is cold. It is cloudy. And I mean, March is done. So March is going out like a lion with pretty awful weather. And I really want it to get warm. Zinnia loves it cold, but I think she's really the only one for miles around who loves the cold. We're ready for spring. We're ready for warm weather. I'm going to show you these few clothes I have behind me, and let's get on with it. Thank you for being here. I'll be right back. Before we move on, I wanted to mention that this month I had the supreme pleasure of sewing for Carol's grandbaby. And I sent the little clothes off, so I don't have them to show you, but here is a picture of them. And can you see that fabric? That is organic cotton. All of them are organic cotton from Fabric Mart. That has little takeout, Chinese takeout containers. And it says, I think it says Sweet Dreams. I think the fortunes say Sweet Dreams. And then there is the little shirt up close with green buttons. And he is one of the cutest babies ever. So I did make those little baby clothes. I have the patterns. I'll list them below so you can see what I used. So that I kind of worked on early in the month. And then I just sat back as though this month would, you know, last 80 days. And about March 21st, it's like, Hello, do you want to make some clothes for your sewing channel that you attempt to run? This outfit, let's see, I do make these pants a lot. This is Kwik Sew 3807 narrow slim fit pants that your fabric needs to have a little bit of stretch, and they have no side seams. They just have one seam. They go together so fast, and I figure I'm always going to need black skinny pants. So I reach for Kwik Sew 3807. The top is made out of rayon challis, and it is Butterick 6875. And I thought that the gathered sleeves, I thought they were a little bit different because, gosh, you can't really tell on this, but you use 1 inch elastic in there. So it's kind of a wide sleeve hem, and it's just a little bit different. Like I say, this is rayon challis, a stripe, a horizontal stripe. In the back, I have a little thread loop button closure. I did not use facings. I used what else? Purchased bias binding. I use it on just about everything because I can go really fast when I use that. And I needed to be fast this month. I don't use time wisely. What can I say? But this is a good little, you know, any kind of outfit, right? Casual, could go to the dog park, and it has. Black is really good to wear up there. I was thinking you could play a drinking game. And every time I say dog park, myself, I don't drink anymore, but feel free. I will be right back with kind of a sweet, sentimental make coming up. Hold on. Okay, here we have a little retro 1960s apron, Simplicity 9906. I thought that looked awfully cute, and I thought it could be a top because it wraps all the way around. And then I revisited a pattern that I made last month, which is Butterick 6865. I really liked these slim pants. This is drafted for knits, and I used a woven this time, but I made sure it had a little bit of stretch. My fabric, oh my gosh, Candace gave me 3 yards of this cotton for Christmas. And can you see why I squealed when I opened it? Well, she said, Mom, just make a little pillow out of that. And I thought, are you kidding me? This came from Spoon Flower. I like to support small businesses, but this place has got some moxie. They sell, I believe the quilting cotton is $29 a yard. It is not good quality, not at all. I knew Candace paid a fortune for it. It is stiff. It is not soft. It comes with big white selvages. In fact, I haven't sewn much with Spoon Flower, but they're wonderful if you need a certain print or theme, of course. It's all custom fabrics that you really can't find anywhere else. So they have a captive market. But I wanted to make Anna, my daughter-in-law, a robe for Christmas last year. And they had gone to Spoon Flower and gotten a really cute print that they used in their home decorating. And I thought, I'm gonna make a robe for her out of that same fabric. And I'll do a jersey stretch knit robe. Well, that too cost over $20 a yard, maybe 26, something like that. Didn't care, you know, that's fine. I want this fabric, but here's what burned me up. I got the fabric, very run of the mill. It was like a polyester spandex. It didn't even have cotton in it. And each side had a 3-inch white selvage. That is 6 inches of unusable fabric. So yeah, I thought it was incredibly generous of Candace to get me this adorable fabric. And I thought, I'm not making a pillow. I'm making something that I can wear to the dog park. Okay, so I chose this little apron. It is a reissue. And here are the line drawings. So I thought, I can wear that as a top. It's got these great big pockets on the front, which I must have with my puppy. And it's just very practical, but I know it's gonna get some comments because of those huskies on it. It's a fine pattern. The little tie is separate and can just come off, but they say you can sew it on if you would like to. The only thing that I was a little stumped is that they don't really address how this apron is supposed to close. I thought it was a wrap, like maybe you would feed a tie through it and close it up that way. No, it's not that. It's got a nice wide facing on either side. So I just sewed mine up the back. I left a little vent down here. And then at the top, so that I could get it on and off, I put in a piece of Velcro. And that has done the trick. And I'm gonna wear this. The cotton is not very nice. It is, like I said, it's stiff, it's rough. But this style, you know, an apron, yes. Yes, you could use stiff, rough quilting cotton for apron. The Butterick pants that I like, as I said, are drafted for knits, but I chose a denim with stretch in it. This denim came from Hobby Lobby. I bought it a while ago. And as I got it out to work with it, it has all this bolt damage on it. I don't know if you can see it on the back of the pants. Bolt damage or sun damage. Not unlike myself, but not very good fabric. However, perfect for the dog park. So that is my little sentimental husky apron from Candace and Spoonflower. Let's move on. I've got a few more things. Hang on. Simplicity 9140. I decided to do the long version with that flanging out sides. I think that's lantern shape. I don't know. This is a pullover dress, very straightforward and takes kind of a lot of fabric. Now this fabric I think was kind of having a moment either last year or the year before, and it's super cute. You see the great big hearts all over it. I ended up with a heart over my heart, and it is a linen blend, so it's just really fun to work with. It holds a press, it does pretty much whatever you want it to, and it does unravel, fray a lot, so you really have to finish the seams. Now, I just can't decide about this shape on the skirt. It's kind of subtle unless you catch it at a moment where it's really fanning out. And I pressed it so that they would be, you know, emphasized, but I don't know if it really works. It's a super easy dress to wear. I put on very short sleeves on mine. You can go with sleeveless or the longer sleeves. I cut this to be sleeveless, and then I realized, oh no, I forgot to adjust the armhole opening, and I knew it was going to be too big and have gaping here. So I thought I've got to put sleeves on it, and I had so little of this fabric left, which is why my sleeves are super short and cut on the cross grain. But I got sleeves on there for just a little bit of coverage in here. That's something to keep in mind if you go the sleeveless route. It looks like the armholes are kind of big. So we have a long tie, and that is attached to the bodice back. Before you sew the skirt on, you do have to gather the skirt, of course, and there it is. Kind of a fun dress. It does have pockets, which I love. And the fabric is rather bold, but you know the motto here. If I make it, I'm gonna wear it. And come on, are you getting thirsty? I'm gonna wear it to the dog park. How about that? One last outfit and then we're done. Hold on. Simplicity 9907. You know, you could miss these pants because they barely show them. It's an Elaine Heigl design, and I like her stuff. Here are the pants. They've got that balloonish shape. You do darts in the bottom hems on the front and the back. And I thought, oh, those are so cute. They come with pockets. You can't really see them there, but I thought I'm just going to make them and take a chance. And I paired them with an old Kwik Sew, as is my wont, 3450. I did this top that has the gathering down the center front. More on this in a second. Here are the pants. Now, this is how they're supposed to fit. They are supposed to be very, very roomy and then sort of come in tapered at the bottom where you have your front dart and back dart. They have pockets, they have a waistband, although it's pretty narrow, and elastic waist, and they're just, I don't know. I don't think you wear these to look particularly flattering, but for comfort, heck yeah, they're very, very comfortable. And I could perhaps cut them a little bit smaller next time. I love them, and I will probably make them again. I made them out of a very nubby sort of, what is that? Seaweed, pale seaweed green, cotton poly mix. Great to sew on, no stretch in it, but, and I have a lot of it, so I thought maybe I'll make a skirt out of it, because I do love the color. So this pattern is very well drafted. Of course, I didn't make the apron, but I can vouch for the pants. They're kind of fun to make, and gosh darn it, they're kind of fun to wear. The top. Kwik Sew 3450 gets a 100% F. A 100% F. Here's why. 2 reasons. First of all, it's 1/4 inch seam allowance. Well, I happen to kind of like that because that is the exact width under the serger, and you can just run knits through it very quickly. So the front has 2 pieces and you're going to join them. So they say 1/4 inch. I made certain that was the seam allowance. Fine, run it through the serger. The very next step says insert gathering stitches, 2 rows of gathering stitches. You have a 1/4 inch seam that was serged, mind you. Now, where am I supposed to put gathering stitches? That doesn't make sense. But you know, there's no one to talk to about old Kwik Sews. So I thought, well, what am I gonna do? What they want you to do is put in those 2 lines of gathering stitches and pull up the gathers and then attach it to a piece of twill tape or hem tape. So I got my twill tape out and I thought I'll use my gathering foot. Well, that didn't work on stretchy. So I thought I'm just gonna have to have those gathering stitches go over the seam line. And I put them in and I pulled them up and I sewed them to the twill tape. So I got through that debacle and I was pretty miffed because it's like, come on, that's the first and second step. Then the neckline, they say fold it under 3/8 of an inch. Oh, first they said to serge it, I think, and then fold it under 3/8 of an inch. And that's it, just sew it. So now we're at 3/8 of an inch. The other seam allowances are 1/4 inch. We've got this V, so you want a pretty good point here. And I start folding it in 3/8 inches, and it was hard to do. It was not the prettiest finish. I couldn't get my V to end like succinctly right on that front seam. And I thought that is a lousy finish for the neckline. I might even have some ripples up in here just because, I ripped out the front and tried to put it in again so that the V would match up. And I thought, for a simple t-shirt, no. Do I like it? I guess I do. And I sewed it with the stretch going vertically. There's very little stretch going horizontally, so this one, you know. But here's this outfit. It's just practical. It's not very exciting. Seems to be a theme today. I'm gonna list all of these patterns down below, and I hope to give myself a stern talking to and get working earlier in the month, earlier in April. So we'll cross our fingers and I hope to see you then. Thanks for joining me. It's Easter weekend, and if you celebrate Easter, I'm wishing you a really happy and joyful one. And I'm off to make a side dish for an Easter dinner that we're going to tomorrow. So lots of love. Hopefully spring will hit here soon, and I'll see you in April. Bye.